So this is a video that I've wanted to do for a while, and now I'm finally going to do it. And I just heard a video a couple minutes ago where Darth made this particular claim. I'm going to play a couple clips right now. Here are those clips.
That's completely irrelevant whether
in chat wants in.
I don't mind having intelligent conversations with other intelligent adults, but if we're going to have adolescent trolling, then I won't waste my time here.
All I did was
Simply false. The people who get muted are people who do not act like adults. If somebody acts like an adult, they don't get. Yeah, he's a drive-by.
Okay, so you heard Darth say just now that people don't get muted as long as they act like adults. And I've heard him say something to the effect that he will not mute people unless they are so-called over the top or so-called obnoxious. This claim that he doesn't mute people unless they are obnoxious, it is a bold-faced lie. And I know that because I have experienced it personally. Now, I do have the clip of that, but I'm just going to say right now what happened. If anyone wants to challenge me on this, I will give the link to the clip. But otherwise, right now, I'm not going to play that clip. But I will explain what happened. This was actually, it's very easy for me to remember. It was on November 24th of last year, which was Thanksgiving. And I was in a server for approximately 40 minutes. I was just eating my dinner, listening. I didn't say a word for the entire duration of the time that I was in that particular server. I didn't say a word to anybody. I was just in there just to listen and just relax. Now, as soon as Darth noticed, by the way, he was not in the server for that whole time that I was there, up until this approximate 40 minutes. Darth was never in the server. So I was there ahead of him. And when he noticed that I was there, he came into the server. And the very first thing he did, right away, immediately, he spoke to me and he asked me whether or not I was a theist or an atheist. And when I told him that I did not want to speak with him, he muted me. Now, remember, this is coming from the same mouth as the guy who said he's strongly pro-Second Amendment. But I guess he's not pro-First Amendment, at least the part of freedom of speech. Freedom of speech doesn't mean that you must say something. Freedom of speech doesn't say that under coercion you have to talk. Freedom of speech means that you have a right to do it. So you can do that if you want to do it. So anyway, that whole thing about I will not mute people unless they are obnoxious, I wasn't being obnoxious. I was just sitting there listening, relaxing, listening to the chat. I wasn't infringing on anyone. And he immediately came into the server. He knew I was there, and it was obvious because I was the first person that he spoke with. He singled me out, and he asked me whether I was a theist. And when I told him that I did not want to speak with him, he muted me. So, let's be clear. That claim that he makes about not muting people unless they are obnoxious, he is a bold-faced liar.